for winners and whiners, trying to make you a better, and joined here by David Murata. We're going to talk NBA basketball. Now, I know, not my real area of expertise, but hey, I've done okay. I've done all right on my NBA bets. I haven't embarrassed myself, and so happy to join David and discuss. Of course, we're going to have the Miami Heat, who are like the Panthers in hockey, total underdog out of nowhere. Now they're in the finals, and they're hot as can be. And then you have the Nuggets, who knocked off the mighty Lakers and might have driven LeBron James into retirement. Just saying. David, your thoughts on the series? Anything people should be looking for?
Well, the interesting thing about this series, we've got the Denver Nuggets, who are just a huge favorite. I definitely think that they're the better team, but the thing here is, does Miami have a chance? And if you are going to bet this and you like Denver, your best shot is to probably try to pick how many games this is going to go with, because betting Denver at -4.
Favorite are we talking about for the series odds?
-410. So you'd have to risk $410 to possibly profit 100 on Denver. Miami's like +350, and I think that the Denver Nuggets. Well, obviously everybody thinks the Denver Nuggets are the superior team. Couple things though to keep in mind. Obviously, the Miami Heat were an 8 seed. They actually had to go in the play-in tournament, and they were trailing the Chicago Bulls in the play-in tournament to get into the playoffs. So they upset the favorite to win the whole thing before this started with the Milwaukee Bucks, beat the Knicks. Now they beat the Celtics. But one thing to keep in mind, this is going to be, they've been there before. They were there during the bubble years. Eric Spoelstra now as head coach. This is going to be his 6th finals appearance. And always keep an eye on injuries. That's one reason why I wouldn't lay the huge number on Denver. You had Jason Tatum got hurt on the first possession of the game in Game 7 for Boston. You had Giannis Antetokounmpo get hurt for the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round, so that's helped them. So even though Denver is a huge favorite, they're only really one injury away.
Look out for the Joker. I mean,
right, you're just one injury away. Exactly. Anything can happen there. And another thing too, that's a little bit concerning, is just the long layoff with Miami coming off of a 7-game series. In basketball and baseball, sometimes I always feel, I've seen this happen a lot in the past, when you're super hot, you don't really want 9 days off because you never get that many days off during the regular season. So there's a question of if that's going to throw off the rhythm of the Denver Nuggets. But like I said, just some things to think about. Denver is the better team.
Where does the series play? Where do they start?
They're going to start in Denver.
2 games?
Miami, making it all the way as an 8 seed. So Denver's got the
all right, so court. 2 in Denver.
Yeah, they got 2 in Denver, then 2 in Miami, and then 1-1-1 if necessary.
I think my play, if anything, is to sit out the first 2 games and then bet on Miami in the next 2. Just betting Miami's going to get a home win at some point.
Well, that's a good thing about that. If you did that is, if you don't think that the Heat are going to get swept, even if they drop those first 2 games, they likely would still be a slight underdog in the next 2 games. So if you bet on them and if they just split those, you would come out a little bit ahead. So that is one way that you could approach it.
I think what I would do is I would bet them. If they go down 2-0, I would bet them at home on the first game, like a third of my bankroll, right? And then I might go 2/3 on the next game that they have at home if I lose the first one. Just, and if they don't win a second game at home, then I think they're getting swept and it's over. I mean, they've been swept and it's over anyway, right?
One thing to keep in mind though with Miami right now in the NBA, so much of it is 3-point shooting. A lot of times it's threes and turnovers, and Miami was the 4th worst 3-point shooting team by percentage during the regular season. But in the playoffs, they're number 1. So if that
Wow.
continues, they have a shot. But Denver's number 2, so
Yeah, we'll see. All right. There you go. Some thoughts on the upcoming NBA basketball final championship series with David and I. I'm Loud Esmond for Winners and Whiners. We're trying to make you a better.